Hello, Cosmic Lovers. Welcome back to the experience, the
Of
love train we call the ones who asked. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
insert sound effect.
Insert title here with no other information like visual data
Yeah.
inserted in your mind. Good
Hmm.
luck.
Place
You
it
are the
there.
editor. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is? Aren't you? You are the editor of your life. You can now skip 10 seconds and go back 10 seconds.
We've already skipped
Whoa.
10 seconds. They just don't know. They don't know.
They don't know. Yeah.
They
Like
wouldn't
me,
know.
while listening to me, you already skipped time in reality.
You didn't know.
It just
Get
happened.
caught off guard, man.
Yeah.
That's
So,
how it happens.
yeah. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes.
What I was just like thinking, I think a couple of days ago. It's just like, why did we decide to go vegan? What is that? Is that like guilt?
Dude, I never went vegan. Just
Yeah,
gonna
but
say it
like as
straight up.
humanity, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
saying.
That's well, that's actually a good question because like we've always been omnivores. Like that's what like our species is evolved to be an omnivore.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it all comes back to the industrial revolution, man.
Does it? It's
I
really
mean,
interesting because
because eating meats, you can actually do that shit like sustainably. We can actually we can do that shit. We just don't. Our meat industry is just fucked. So we just have some people just actually just really thought about it. Like, what the fuck are we actually doing? This is fucked. Well, I guess I'm eating plants now.
yeah, I want to like look into like the skill of hunting, right? Like we went from hunting and exploring and foraging our food to manufacturing our food,
Yeah,
which which is really interesting.
it's the
Like,
logical brain doing things. Just make it more efficient. Yo,
yeah, but
just gotta move that gear up.
like, is it in the end like when we were hunting, were we releasing something that is kept up in us right now?
I mean, yeah, okay. Yes, let's get physically into this. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to explore the nitty gritty of all of this, like our relationship
I
to
mean, listen,
animals.
dude. Why do we have testosterone? Like, how does it function? What for impacts does it have on our like physical body? Like when
A
it's on.
lot.
Yeah, exactly. And we also just needed like a testosterone fueled body to actually just fucking be capable hunters. Like males, they have a high like sensing capability, like visual sensing capabilities. Like something moves, and like a male, like a stereotypical cis male would like instantly notice. That's just how we're just how our like brains develop. And yeah, that's fucking. We just missed that shit out. Yeah, now we just fucking have like everything is convenient. So now we have like I don't know. I guess you could call it like less efficiently used testosterone, and that's also why like one of the reasons testosterone is sadly declining in all these years.
Hmm.
Yeah, seems about right.
No, what I was thinking is that we can't hunt anymore. We don't have anything to hunt. Like, at least like we can hunt in certain areas, but not everywhere in the world. And it's really interesting to see how manufacturing and making it easier for us to live, we make it harder to find it enjoyable to live.
Yeah, I think that that happens quite quickly. Like
Yeah, but
hyper rationalism, and then just fucking devoid.
but like I think like the sense of accomplishment, right? Like hunting, that's a sense of accomplishment. You deserve that food that you are
Also,
now eating.
let me just add, it's a dopamine driven activity. That's
Hunting?
kind of like yeah, because you're
Does foraging also fall under that, or is that different?
um yeah, yeah. If you, I guess, if there is a difference when you know where the berries are, and if you like actually still need to find like berry bushes.
Mhm.
So I'm like I wouldn't exactly know, but hunting is like you set your expectations to look and like and respond a certain way when you see a deer. So and when you like get expectations about stuff like you release dopamine like just thinking about it like that in that way, and if you like succeed and you get like an then you'll have like a greater reward of like dopamine. And berry bushes, I think like for when you're looking for like for berry bushes, I think you like the same mechanics apply, but and the reason for remembering that bush is because of you had that experience having that dopamine hit of like just initially finding it. But don't fucking like I might be wrong here.
Yeah. No, I'm just like
It's actually
traveling
just asking ourselves like how do we monkey? Why do we
in
monkey?
in my head. I'm just traveling through space and time, and just through the idea of us just
Us.
needing to hunt, to doing it for pleasure now.
Yeah,
And
it's weird, right? Like the rich people hunting.
yeah, but I just thinking like, whoa. So it was what we needed, but we only do it now because it makes us feel better. And then that goes the same for like fitness, right?
I don't
Like,
think like everyone has like different reasons. Like, so, like let's just make that clear.
oh yeah, of course. I don't think all formulas work for everyone, or the same
Mm.
variables place on the same place that it is. I just find it really interesting to look into like what cog just told a person to say, you know what, I think eating meat is just troublesome and not okay because the like the pollution and stuff and all that sort of stuff, like that information and how bad that is, like that was actually like way later. Like there were a lot of vegans before like being us being conscious, just knowing that we are fucking up the planet by eating meat. At least,
Yeah, dude, everything which is processed and just everything that's not like, which is like easily accessible is mostly already like really polluted. Which is you buy this and you're fucking shit up.
yeah, just yeah.
Which is kind of sad. That's why people always like advertise just like buy shit locally, right? Local
Hmm.
farmers. Like bring back to like give the also give the money like directly back to your like local community, which
Yeah,
makes a lot of
I think we should definitely like do it, like do that, like
yeah,
don't go to the
makes a lot of
supermarket,
most
just
sense.
just buy food from actual
Food
animals that you can
provider.
see and like
Yeah,
live.
yeah, that's a good first step.
That would be also like probably interesting if you like buy an animal and then like you buy it to slaughter, but it had a happy life. I'm just like that dynamic doesn't work in my head.
I mean, a lot of dynamics with a lot of farmers is really weird, man. Like some people just feed their like livestock like a bunch of antibiotics and stuff. So
Yeah,
separation of the calf, that's also a thing. Like all these little things that actually just, I mean, just like no actual true life cycle of an
yeah,
actual cow, you know?
but for me it's really interesting. I like to like look at things and just compare it to how I perceive things, and then everything gets not only fucked,
F, official F.
really, really scary. Um, because why do we hunt for animals? We need protein. We need a certain sustenance. I don't. I don't think that's the case. Why are we growing animals. Why are we growing the same
Growing
food?
animals.
We
Yeah.
are growing animals, like plants, to eat them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So we're
yes.
completely neglecting
Neglecting what?
the idea that they have a consciousness.
Listen, plants also have like a type of consciousness.
Oh,
Like every
I
like most
agree,
living
but
things have like a form of consciousness.
what I'm saying is we're neglecting it.
I don't think everyone's neglecting it. Like maybe a group of people are, but I don't know. Like it's also something like really like if you really understand like if you really think about it in a spiritual way, like you eat the consciousness of one being and it becomes you, like hopefully, because the materials transfer into yourself, and then and the waste gets also just taken up to the world again, you know.
That's really
and
interesting.
and I fit, and if you really like understand it in that way, like just like as you said, like animals are plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the respect with consciousness is also the same.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I
yeah,
I would
you
agree.
become one with that animal, but that
Yeah.
animal also like provides like extra like benefits. Like if you talk about like uh, assimilation, is the creation of new high energy sustaining like molecules, like larger proteins, more proteins, vitamins, like and also like vitamins which would never be would be able to be assimilated as a plant because like you need a higher life form to have like the correct amount of enzymes to create certain like fucking molecule structures, you know. So it's just
Yeah.
people should respect this beautiful like web. We shouldn't abuse it. That's like the art, I believe.
Like I you know what's interesting? Food, we made food romantic. We romanticized food.
People romanticize everything, man. Come on.
Yeah, but that like the dynamic of that, like you hearing you talk about it also is kind of romanticizing it.
It's a perspective. Like I think also in art, it's just
It's
also
not
just let
wrong.
you any like human emotions. Like even yeah, I made it like seductive because I went into like a specific tangent. But people should also like learn to listen to ideas and also be like emotional detached. Because
No,
like using emotion also just makes it more coherent, you know. Sometimes.
I think when I like look at a dog, I don't
No,
think
what's the
food.
dog doing?
You know, I don't think I want to eat that. But like when I look at a pig, I also don't feel like I want to eat that. When I look at a cow, I look at them and it's like hamburgers. But
The best joke is when you kill a fly and you just have to think to yourself, protein, free
protein.
protein, yeah.
But like isn't that like the trick? Like our
Yeah,
diet is just meat with a lot of other stuff. And that's our main source of protein. Chicken is our main source of protein, and eggs, which is also comes from
eggs
chicken.
are pretty fucking great, man.
Yes,
Eggs
but
are like, oh, I love it. How sustainable it is just to have produce eggs and there's little fucking chickens, like little weird ass birds, lay 'em every single day consistently. Perfect. And they just eat grass and like other like
yeah,
stuff like people don't eat. What a beautiful dynamic that is, just to eat eggs.
I I really wanna like if I
I want
have my own
to
place, I just with a,
have
like a
fucking chicken,
garden,
chickens. Say it.
chickens,
I'm gonna have chicken. Yeah.
chickens, or what also would be cool?
More chickens. Ducks. Duck eggs.
Ducks.
Yeah, ducks. You kind of like no, like ducks, a specific duck species that can't fly and they just walk around in your garden and also lay eggs and then they're just ducks.
Hmm.
Yeah, farm ducks. Those are a thing. They work. They're pretty great.
I was thinking of like trying to like grow a type of like seafood. That would be also interesting to look
Dude,
into.
that's cool. Yeah, I just love to just being able to have like multiple cool shit going on in your garden. I want to fucking farm salmon, my own salmon. How great is that? Just have your own like biological little salmon, and then just farm them for yourself
Do
and
fish
maybe your
grow?
friends.
Like I heard this. I don't know if it's true. Like fish grow into their environment. Like
Yeah,
like I heard like goldfish, if they're like in a comb, they will stay little. But if they are like in like a pond which is bigger, they will instantly grow bigger.
yeah, dude. Goldfish can become pretty fucking huge, dude.
Yeah, but like if you keep them in like a little comb, they will never grow bigger.
Yeah, yeah. I think that really has to do with like the
The fish
sustaining
bowl.
like. Yeah, like there's just some form of like buildup of like different gases, and if there's no room, and just like the environment gets crowded easily with like I don't know CO2 or whatever that the fish has, or the biologically the fish has. Nah, maybe let's not.
Like I don't want to grow a like a cow or something in my
Yeah.
garden.
Oh, like to have your own little cow. Dude, cows are great though.
Yeah, but like I don't want to limit them, right? Like in a if I have a little garden, I don't
Dude.
really want to put a cow there.
Yeah, but maybe you should. If you want to have a cow, you should have like some plot of land at least.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I don't want to have like a cow that's just
Dude, I have
in a
seen
little
people
garden.
house cow, and they, dude, like, there's one cow I've seen on the fucking internet, and it's basically a dog. It plays with all the dogs. It also always comes inside. It's amazing.
That sounds fun. That sounds really
Yeah.
fun.
Oh,
That's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm also like really like, do I want to have a dog? But I also want a dog, but I also don't
dude,
want a
dog is
dog,
all
but I want
chaos
a
and need
dog.
more responsibility. Yeah.
It's like I
Just
can't.
living animals, man.
Right now I can't. I know I can't. But when I
Yeah,
have
but
my
having
life
an
stable,
animal.
I will.
Yeah, exactly. Because like too much stability is bad. You need a little chaos in
I
life,
need
and
a
like
little chaos.
yeah, and sometimes just having like a pet, like
Yeah.
where you take like full responsibility of like, fuck man, like COVID proving me wrong and shit. But like if you actually take care of your animal, it
Yeah.
brings like more chaos into your life, and it will be healthy for you.
What are like foods that you can like extract
Dog.
from
Oh, I'm sorry.
animals that you can like that are really healthy and like you can just grow like you can.
There are like certain like I was talking about salmon, but I just like have something for salmon. But there are like species of like fast maturing fish,
Mm.
and they're perfect, man. You can to make like you can actually make like a sustainable like ecosystem of like just having like um, fish species waste feeding plant like fucking hydroponic plants,
I never thought
plants
about that.
feeding
Wait, my
chicken,
brain.
and chicken scraps feeding fish, and the fish can just do their thing, live like perfectly. And when you have an overcrowding problem, then you have, take out the
Then
fish,
you have food.
and then you have food, and then you have fish you can just eat. And then they'll like the next like generation of fish, they'll grow big, and yeah, the cycle continues. And that's like just like a perfect little
Yeah.
plan. And then you have like omega 3s in your into your diet, and
Yeah, so you're God.
yeah, it's just like literally, literally becoming your own little god.
You're God.
And and that's the cool thing. That's the cool thing about and scary thing about humans. Like you can everyone can make like a little microcosm.
Yeah.
It's just
We went from
yeah.
hunting, making our own like
And now
food
we're
farm.
saying you're fucking God. You are God. I am God. We are God. Us are God.
We can just make our like own food.
Us. Yeah, no, we can.
Yeah.
We totally can. That's really cool.
You know what I
Uh,
find funny? Like people having lactose intolerance. I don't know why. It's just still funny to me. Just
Can I? That's actually a really
go on a
interesting
rabbit hole.
conversation.
Go.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah. Okay. Like we drink like pasteurized like milk nowadays. Like everything is that word. Okay,
Pasteurized.
pasteurized. Thank you. And that's totally fine if you're gonna like produce milk on like fucking global scale, or fucking for your whole like countries like a scale. You want to have like pasteurized like stuff because you don't want those bacteria is like going ham, and just like having a ton of waste products, like that just goes bad and you have to throw away, and actually can be like toxic for people.
Now, also,
But
like, you need
like,
to cool that shit, and that also costs a lot of money to
yeah,
like transfer if it's like really
yeah,
cool.
exactly. Yeah. And you don't want to waste that product, so you
Yeah,
pasteurize it. That just makes the most sense always. And but like, you'll find how quickly, like nowadays, like people have an increasing amount of like lactose intolerance, and that makes actually perfect sense because we like those enzymes we have in our body to like to break up like lactose into like smaller bits that we can actually take in our body. They're just not present in our body anymore because those natural enzymes that like milk from cows always have before it get pasteurized, they're just not present in the milk anymore. So of course, if you don't have the enzymes in your body anymore, like you won't be able to break off those little like those lactose fucking sugar chains.
yeah.
Ain't gonna work, buddy. So and if you found out really quick, like people that also like that, some people, not everyone, there's a skill in like lactose intolerance, of course,
But it
but
is
like a
getting
lot of
bigger.
people, yeah, it's getting bigger, and like people like that actually are lactose intolerant, and they drink like raw milk with all the beneficial probiotics, so like healthy like germs and bacteria, and beneficial like health for like fucking bacteria and stuff. It's present in the milk. They drink the raw milk. No intolerance problems. They can actually assimilate it into their body again, and yeah, that's a little like cursed little fact. And it's also like a larger problem because
I
our
want. I
microbiome,
wanna like.
like our
I
stomach,
wanna
like our
test that.
intestines.
I actually wanna test that. Okay, I wanna find somebody that's lactose intolerant and just milk a cow and like let that person drink milk and then see how their body reacts to it. So I'm like really curious now because what you're saying makes sense and I believe you, but it's like
Just you read peer-reviewed like fucking articles, you'll find it.
yeah, but like I love articles and they're fun, but like I like to experiment myself. That's so much more fun.
Do
Okay,
it, do it, dude.
but
Fuck it.
I'm not lactose
Fucking
intolerant, so
do
I
it.
have to find somebody. Okay, I don't know.
You'll probably find someone.
Yeah, like last time, like I was looking up about like after you said that for the first time to me, I like looked up some stuff, and it was like it was a video about bloating, of the body, and then it was talking about that your body had lacks certain enzymes
Yeah,
to called lactase, the lactase enzyme,
yeah,
uh, that
yeah. Exactly. That's the
that it
enzyme.
that it needs to like deconstruct milk.
Yeah, because the sugars in milk is mostly lactose,
Yes, and
and if it can't bind with any enzymes, then it'll just like those chains won't be broken, and your like body doesn't know how to like, get rid of it.
yeah,
It's
but
just what does it do?
there are supplements for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Those yeah. Those tablets are like lactase, like enzymes that you like literally just fucking like with a pill put in your body.
But I found that so funny after what I heard from you, because to me, if that's the case, there is somebody benefiting from somebody else putting
Big
that shit in
pharma.
their milk,
Big pharma.
like putting that shit in their milk and then making another market so that they
Yeah.
can drink that fucking milk.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's like, dude. That's basically the whole story of like fucking like the economic game of big pharma, dude. Like
That's
they do
so
that with like
fucked.
everything. Like they create the problem, and they are the cure. Like, come on, man.
Like, why can't you just
That's
fix
the
it by
whole
just
problem, man.
having fresh milk? Like,
Yeah, but that is fixing the problem. That's what I'm saying. We people should fucking buy shit locally, dude. Like the whole problem is we want to like export it everywhere, and like we want, and like one guy wants to produce for everyone because that like it generates the most wealth for them, of course.
yeah,
But
I
that's
know
not
what you mean.
Yeah, that's not how we should do it, man. We should like work locally, like
And
logically and ecologically, like please.
yeah, you know what the funniest part is? Like if somebody makes a lot of money, they can outbuy the market.
Yeah, that's fucked. I hate it.
Like they can
It's
outbuy,
such an
they can make
easy,
people
like,
bankrupt, like
yeah,
really
that's like what
easily.
happened. That's what like fucking Blockbuster did. Like just like every little like movie store, they just like or bought it, or they just bought another like compartment store and just fucking ran them out of business. Yeah.
Amazon did that with books.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. Amazon fucking ate everyone and is still eating everyone.
Yeah, they were like,
Oh
"Hey, we are selling books, but
yeah,
if you want, you can sell your books on our website. We'll just take a little cut of it, but you'll
yeah,
still sell them,
yeah.
even though they themselves still sell those books."
A lot of a lot of rich people get earn a lot of money just by getting taking little cuts from other payments and other little systems. It's
But
really
like, isn't that
yeah.
like a isn't that a supermarket and internet issue? Like, I feel like that's really like a global thing. Like, when things get global, that
Yeah,
becomes a problem.
yeah,
When
yeah, yeah. It is.
anything related to food becomes global, that also brings a lot of
Yeah, I
problems
think
with
that's
them.
actually also like a math problem. Like eventually, there's a shit like the amount of energy you need to invest to make something possible just ain't like to a certain size. It just actually just shouldn't be reasonable anymore.
No, and I agree, and that's why I think like, for one, a lot of fast food chains need to
Just fucking
die.
chill, man. Yeah, just fucking kill him, shoot him
I
right now.
I think the idea of fast food is bothering me, and I
Yeah,
like
man, it's just too fast, bro. Chill,
no, because
man.
when something is convenient and really easy, I know there is something or somewhere suffering.
Yeah, I love like just going to the fucking supermarket and then just like then you see like stupid products like fucking like little baguettes like a big package of like little packages like with like small little like fucking mass produced baguettes, right? And like, it's really fucking ironic because it's like convenient instant baguettes for you and you pay like nothing for it, of course.
Yeah, it's like 60
And it's
cents
just
for
like
like a
yeah,
whole
it's like
thing.
the convenient like idea of like fucking like baguettes, but please, oh, I mean croissants, like that makes like you know those like little
I
fucking
was like,
really sweet croissants.
yeah,
I'm talking about fucking baguettes.
folded,
But,
folded,
okay,
folded, folded, good shit. Yeah, the meme
yeah, but
I dropped my croissant.
I dropped my croissant. Yeah, but there's little fucking like filled croissants like in packet like, you buy like
Oh
I don't know.
yes, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, those stupid little shits. Like just buying them is like ironic, and it makes like because like what it has like zero value. Its only value is like it's really fucking convenient. Like you have like multiple like sweet little
yeah. It's only
croissants.
calories. There is
Yeah, it's
no
like empty.
anything
Yeah, it's
else. It's
just
just
fucking white
calories.
wheat. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's just fucking sugar and like maybe a little bit like fucking like straight up like carbs.
Yeah, it's so bad.
And then you compare it to the real thing, like a fucking actual croissant, and like somebody actually has to put like the time and effort in, and to make the dough, and to make it like enough airy, and then just like bake it like
You know how
correct.
croissants are made, right?
I know how they're made, yeah, of course.
You know, really?
Yeah,
Like the technique and stuff?
yeah.
Okay, that's really cool because like, they like fold it.
Yeah,
Fold
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like they pick butter and they fold with the butter.
Yeah,
Fold
yeah,
with the
yeah.
butter.
And then eventually, like really like professional people, they just like spin the dough or like in the shape like on a basket, and then just like enlarges, like becomes really fucking giant, and then you have like that perfect croissant
It's
shape.
so airy, so
Yeah, the
good.
ultimate airiness.
That's
Yeah.
because they fold it like 100 times. Okay, that dough they make
Yeah,
croissants
that
out of,
dough. Yeah, yeah. How the dough is made. Yeah, completely
that
right. Yeah, yeah,
they fold that thing 100 times. So like, there's
yeah.
a
Like
thin layer of butter and there's a thin layer of dough, and like that's stacked upon each other. That's
And
just
that's the metaphysical energy that gives a good croissant its value,
yes.
right? you pay for it, and like you pay more for it, like some stupid little fucking mass-produced little shit. Like it's worth nothing. Like, bro, it's not even real dough that's
Yeah,
being used for it. It's just some fucking weird ass like made with also with the random molecules to
yeah,
stabilize it. Like, why do the fuck do we need to
yeah. If I
stabilize
i-
food?
if I buy
Chill
bread, I
out,
just go to
bro.
a bakery now.
Yeah, same.
I changed fully on that. Literally go to a baker, and in the Netherlands we have good bakers.
Yeah,
Actually, we have
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah, yeah.
good bakers. So I just go there. I just buy bread, like a big loaf from there. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's
It's
good.
just it's just so sad we're just getting like force fed with like ultimate convenience, and people just don't know where they like actually are paying the
Yeah,
price.
maybe that's what we should do. Just fight back against supermarkets. Just go actually like to a
And
butcher
specific products, just
to
people
go
should just fucking read their label.
go to your butcher, okay? Go
Yeah,
to
go to
your
your local fucking like sources of any kind of type of local food. For
yeah.
sure.
I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. I want to start to do. I think I want to like really get into like actually going to the butchers, actually
Yeah,
going to the uh
once a week markets.
bread, oh the once a week markets definitely.
Yeah.
I also like I don't know if that's is that good food?
You got some people just buy shit and resell it. But there are like cheese, like there are actual cheese makers there. Actual fishermen like are mostly do
Yeah,
come
no,
there.
fish I buy from there. Yes.
Yeah, some people are butchers. Are also fucking like actual fucking butchers mostly, and also
Yeah.
if you're at the right ones, if you're just really like your actual local place, and also a lot of farmers just come along and just have like fucking I don't know like potatoes and fucking carrots and like
Yeah, I
fucking
know
celery,
my
that
grandma
kind of stuff.
my grandma when like she would always go to the market. She would never go to the supermarket to buy her greens.
Yeah, smart
Never.
woman,
She
smart woman.
all but like she could taste the difference, which is really
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh my God, the soil is dying, guys. Come on. Yeah, that's the sad thing about also about like a lot of like our horticulture stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're really like improving with our techniques, and we're improving like how we grow shit like in like less space and stuff. But the resources in our ground, like they just like the fucking minerals you need for an healthy plant, and also how much like how healthy the food that like the actual vegetable is, how healthy it is also really like determined on the like food quality of the ground, if you know what I mean. Like all the like nutrients is like fucking like emptying over the years, and now we actually need to eat more vegetables to keep up with our like actual our like deficiencies and shit. Like, yeah, we need to eat more vegetables to hit our like iron levels and our like proper magnesium levels. And back in the day, you actually had to eat less greens to stay healthy. And then that's a big problem everywhere, and that's why like people also say like, yeah, there's gonna be fucking like starvation in the near future because nobody's feeding the soil anymore. And that's also a big problem here in the Netherlands because we use like a lot of like fucking nitrogen like as like fertilizer, but that's just like force feeding like nitrogen for growth, but no other like yeah, sustenance and other like micronutrients than that the soil needs, or just that just keeps depleting. And that's why we have like a lot of like algae blooms here in the Netherlands, like toxic algae blooms, and that also like kills a lot of wildlife, which is like really sad.
Hmm.
Doom and gloom, what over the whole. I'm sorry.
No, I like that because I know this shit, and for me, it's just really important to like, yes, yes, embrace reality.
Yeah,
Because honestly, it's just the more we say it, the more we actuate it, and the more we talk about it,
people get aware of it.
the more people would know what is going on.
Yeah,
'Cause I think there is something really interesting that like you were talking about pharma, like you're saying, well, the problem they created they are fixing, but they
Yeah.
still need money to fix it because it costs money to make stuff.
Big Pharma has all the money it needs
I
to.
know, but I want to like go into the essential and like say like we are our biggest problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Like just everything we do and everything that gives us a threat of life, anything that is threatening our life is actually just us. And I think
It's always been us, man. Essentially,
yeah,
the whole problem, human.
but the time where we were hunter and gatherers and nomads, like I'm just thinking like what did we do then, right? And I remember reading a piece of somebody telling writing about like we as people would settle for a short while and then we would stay there till we felt like the food was running low in our area and foraging was a bit harder. Then we moved, and
Yeah.
that's what we kept on doing.
Yeah.
But there was enough food. We just were in certain locations, settled down, got food, lived there for a week or two, and then went on.
Yeah, but we're just like biological life, dude. Like, there are like certain like numbers you can use to predict like how a population grows over time, but in a biological sense,
Yeah, but
and that's also like being part of like being the human organism, right?
I know, but for me, from that going to like kingdoms and
Yeah.
privilege, pride, all those mental games in societies,
Yeah,
and
that's so. Oh, it's just too bad, man.
I just think we lost ourselves in the game of life, and we are still playing it
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, dude, come on, like, yeah, dude, it's one big fucking. People just keep forgetting it's like all about love,
Yeah,
and that's really sad, and it gets tainted by the human ego. But the human ego we also need in a grand scale to like protect ourselves.
yeah,
So
but
it just really gets complicated really quick and on just on large
from
scales,
who
like
are
fucking
we
everything.
protecting ourselves? From ourselves.
Yeah, like it's really ironic. It is.
Yeah,
People need to wake up, connects to the like spiritual realm, and then everybody sees like we're all connected, baby.
yeah.
We're just all one organism. Because if we actually really just like fucking like if we just like talked like we're all like one organism, like every bad thing you think about like other
Spread that
humans.
sauce, dude.
Spread the sauce. I'm spreading the sauce right now.
Spread that sauce. Do
but
it.
but like every time you think about something bad about like another human being, it's just one fucking like an insecurity if you have painted of someone of like an image you have in your own head, and it's just one deflection of yourself telling it to another self, man. That's so fucking ironic. Don't you see if you just like fucking just really try to understand you're like the same being, then you see there's no reason to fight anymore and just fucking just build. And that's all we need to do. We just gotta fucking build. I think that's like the whole point of this like podcast right now, really, isn't it? Like, we're just trying to fucking build.
We're building something.
Yeah,
It's
we're building something.
yeah. No, I love that. I
Yeah,
think
exactly right.
yeah. I'm just like looking back. Like I want to go back a little. I want to pedal back a bit.
When fire was first discovered.
That's a whole different conversation we can have. We can like we
Oh,
can.
too far back. My bad.
That's too far back. To me, that's like okay. We're gonna talk about inventions. That's like where that topic would go probably. But I'm thinking like
Innovations, great like human innovations.
yeah, like the wheel. But
Being
let's not go in there.
inventive is
No,
really
no, no.
like, oh, yeah, my bad. Okay,
I want to pedal back a bit because I think
I'll change myself. It's fine.
because as much like I want to talk about the contact and the difference between what we consider the other than the human. I want to talk about the animals in nature that we were once, right? We were once, quote unquote, in nature. and then we manipulated nature to become cities, and now we label going into mountainy and foresty areas as nature. While what we did was change nature to work for our nature, and
Yep.
then we want to escape the nature that we created for ourselves.
Yeah, that's a funny concept, isn't it?
I look at nature and I'm just thinking, like, when we say nature, we generally assume the identity of,
I just think about plants, man. I love plants.
yeah, but
Plants
like
are great.
it's we're generally thinking of things that we haven't touched as humans. Like it when we talk about
That's
nature.
just like the fucking like sad urban reality, man.
Yeah, which is really interesting because we are nature. All we created is actually nature. We
Yeah, like
manipulated stones to become.
social dynamics is like our like favorite nature, like just us indulging in our nature, right?
Yeah, like I think
Yeah,
it's really interesting to also look into, like, okay, so we started living in nature, and then we made houses, and then we were
yeah,
like, we need bigger houses, so we need to manipulate more land to fit our houses. And then we started to be like, this layout of houses is not efficient, so let's make it in a different way. But these trees, do we care more about the tree or about the space we need?
hello, my bunch of magnificent children. Welcome to the relaxation station. While we are taking a short little break, I am here to soothe you and hold your hand. If you can feel my presence touching your grace, please just push that little like button for me, wouldn't you? And also just share your thoughts with us. I mean, please, just type it down. Just, okay, just let us know. You let us know, that you can let us know that we know that you know, right? Just let us know that you know. I want to know that you know that we know that you know. Please do it for us. Do it for me. Let us know that you know whether you know where you Yeah, it's just a non-suspicious Flintstone, my dude.
Yeah, he's just really a nicotine addict. Like, from of all the
No,
things, yeah, like,
no, never. I
oh,
will never.
it's such, oh
No,
man.
I hate no. Like I'm like guys. I'm not like against smokers, but like tobacco is like fucking like. Come on, man.
Tobacco is
It's
amazing. What
it's
are you
just
talking about?
it's just sad how much control like a little compound like the like nicotine like
Hey, it's
does.
good. It's good for your
Suffer.
digestive system.
Yeah, thanks. It works like a lactose intolerant of no and what the fuck am I saying? No, it works as a how the fuck.
Laxative.
No, yeah, laxative. Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we've been talking about lactose
No,
and
it's
shit.
not the same as a laxative though. It's actually like it does
Um,
improve your bowel digestive system.
yeah, but what I was trying to say, like, we have like products for like actual laxatives. Like, if we like have like constipation
But it's
issue,
not laxative.
yeah, yeah, it has like a laxative working like function. Like it gets your bowels like to say like abort.
Yeah, but that's a board. That's not the same. It's not the same. Like with Nick, like with I know with tobacco, your digestive system actually like works. And with laxatives, you just like it doesn't want to do anything with it. It just lets it go.
Dude, I have actually something like really interesting. I've been thinking about this like for a while, and
Okay.
I think I have had IBS, like irritable bowel syndrome, like since childhood,
Mhm.
and um, I was thinking about it, like how like I used to really get fucked by my IBS problems, like fucking spontaneously, because that's how it fucking works. Like like
It
out
doesn't
of
wait for
nowhere.
you, you know.
Yeah, it really doesn't wait for you.
It's
It's like
not like
fuck.
I'll wait for your Yu-Gi-Oh game, you know. It's like,
Oh, that's really dude, it's the worst. But now I've consuming like cannabis more regularly. I just don't have
tell
any
him,
IBS problems anymore, and that's so great because
tell him,
it was really shitty to have like IBS problems like sporadically out of nowhere. Oh, dude,
tell him.
the most embarrassing. Okay, I'll tell you one story. Like fucking in Norway, man, just fucking as a child, just playing outside with my best friend, and it was just and, like I lived this at a little just fucking little like fucking place to live in Norway. Like nobody lived there. It was just one fucking place where like 11 families or something like lived at. And so I was playing outside, like in fucking in nature, of course. Like so we were fucking around with like at the shore, like at that moment. And then I just like fucking had like really bad IBS problems, man. And because I had to like walk like fucking half an hour until I got home, and I just fucking had to shit outside, and just, but I didn't. But I was fucking stressed because I was with my best friend, right? And I just fucking just got way too fucking dirty actually, and I just had to fucking find a like excuse to go home, and I had to take a fucking shower and shit because oh oh. And that fucking that shit just kept happening. It's really fucking bad because yeah, good luck holding it back, right?
Yeah,
and
no, I get
just
that.
not having those moments like in my fucking more like now,
Oh, and just thinking like,
great. It's amazing.
like
And and that's really nice because that's why I've been like thinking about it. Like I just don't have those like IBS like symptoms anymore, and like the only really thing that's changed is like fucking I smoke a little bit more cannabis, and I benefit from like medical properties. Like I actually at the time when I just like started smoking cannabis, like I didn't really fucking think about it, and yeah, it's pretty good
then
finding something that works.
there must be like a connection then between whatever a cigarette does and whatever cannabis does.
Yeah, cannabis works on like the CB1 receptors, and there's a lot of CB1 receptors at your in your whole like
In your
digestive tract.
bowels.
Yeah, and in your bowel tract also, and so when like THC like binds to it, like like more processes like can actually just fucking like you have like with neurons you have like a chain of like functions, and normally when you have like issues like your body just like those chain of functions go wrong somewhere, and then you and often when like a chain that's supposed to work like a chain of like neurochemical like fucking reactions that should work like go wrong, then you normally get like issues at that local area, and mostly like involved with like inflammation,
Inflammation, yeah.
and then you get like inflammation responses, and then with like IBS, and so it's just fucking error reports, no wrong.
Interesting.
But if something makes that like fucking chain like work again, just make it like consider like make it like fucking just do what it's supposed to do, and yeah, shit goes on, life goes on, and that's really funny because yeah, those chemicals like work because in nature like fucking like nature like needs to work on like the same level, right? Like one molecules like reacts here with this species of like plants, and then like supposedly in our human body like those little chemicals with it like a little other like piece attached to it, but suddenly is like responsible for your fucking emotions. Like then you get like fucking chemicals, I don't know, like serotonin, like they're really fucking like easy molecules, and they're easy molecules for a reason because fucking nature like has like fucking been doing shit with those like chemical structures for like millions of years, right? And that's also why like there's a huge like fucking difference in like fucking drugs with like fucking chemicals that come from nature,
Yeah.
and like chemicals we actually just fucking create, like fucking K2. I'm like, oh my god, man, fuck, why is K2 a fucking thing? Like, oh,
I'm just like,
THC is nice. China be like, hey, let me just fuck around with this molecule, like, just attach things to it, and now we can sell
okay.
it because it never existed before, so there's no legislation against it, and just let's just give it to the market. Like, I don't know what people suppose with it. Like, it says do not smoke, but the whole reason people buy it is to smoke it, of course, because it's really funny because like I see it like how viruses exist. Like viruses exist because it's just like genetic information that does shit that ends up making it like reproduce.
Yeah, it's just
And like
evolution.
yeah, and China is like that. We're like, but then like in an economical scale, it's like fucking yeah, we can fuck around with chemicals and then just sell. So let's make more different chemicals that aren't outlawed. Like what the fuck, bro? Like, oh, it's so like, it has no reason to exist, like no logical reason to exist, and that's the whole reason why it gets abused. Like, of
It's
course, it's like
it's
so funny how like shit like naturally occurs. Thank you, and then
yeah,
like
occurring.
pre-occurs in like fucking like human pathology, and I get like fucking like shit like K2. Like, please, oh,
It's so
fucking
cool.
hilarious.
I find it funny. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
really weird and hilarious.
I think every time I just look look into what else we have going on in the world, I just I just see one thing going on in another country, and I'm just like, okay.
Let me just like
And
feel
not
shit
even other
on
countries,
everything.
right?
Yeah, I know it's bad.
Somebody just read news and just like somebody stabbed their wife, and just like, okay, well,
Dude, I saw something like something next level, like fucking like yesterday. Like one woman that fucking needs to go to court now because she suffocated her husband or boyfriend, allegedly allegedly like in a fucking like suitcase while they were playing like hide and seek, and then you have like video clips with like transcript woman name like fucking help me, I can't breathe, I can't fucking breathe, and then the fucking woman replies, yeah, this is like how it felt, what you've done to me, like you've been cheating on me, you deserve to suffer. And then like the guys like just keep screaming like, I can't fucking breathe, please let me out. And then eventually like the woman just goes to fucking bed, forgets
no,
about her husband, uh,
no.
and then like the next day when she allegedly she was thinking, oh, he's downstairs on his laptop already, he has broken out of the fucking suitcase,
Oh
uh
no.
everything's fine, but
Oh
yeah,
no.
they found him dead in the suitcase,
Oh no.
and he died of yeah, of suffocation.
Suffocation, yeah, no
Yeah.
fucking way.
And yeah, fucking human tragedy, man. That's fucking
Oh
sucks.
man.
Oh, like that shit just happens by like
Why don't
kind
have
of like
people just
irresponsible
safe
behavior, but
words
also
or
kind of by
whatever? Like,
yeah.
if you're gonna do some kinky shit or
That's
some weird shit, just think about like
that's a
safe
weird
words.
one. Like, who the fuck plays hide and seek in a suitcase? Like, come on. What? What happened?
Why?
How did this situation like?
What if she just is just
What?
like a big bully and she's just like put him in there?
Yeah, man. Like bullying kills for
But it
real.
was hide and seek, you say. That's weird. Why are they playing
Yeah,
hide and seek
I
anyway?
don't
How
know.
old are
There was
they?
no context. They were like, I believe like 28 and like 26, or like little older. I don't remember, to be honest.
26, 28? Yikes.
Or maybe like early 30s, like something like that.
It's been a
I
while since I dropped the yikes, and this is one of those yikes
don't
moments, okay?
know. What? They're actually not 13 years old? Oh fuck, F. Human failure. Oh.
No, it's just so. Mm,
Yeah, man,
why?
it's a hard pill to swallow, like just in any sense.
This is humans.
Yeah, humans. A basic guide to being a human. Don't do this stupid shit. We have to tell you this because this happens a lot, apparently.
Maybe we are like the stupid ones, okay? I feel like I'm gonna start it to consider that animals are the smart ones that, like, are not humans, okay?
When you, yeah, like there's
They
dude, there's
they
for
just
sure like
don't
a
give a
trash.
fuck.
Yeah, I think like the thing about like being human and like having like an level of competence and ability for abstract thinking, like does you good. to when you hit like certain like thresholds, like you have one threshold and you're just like fucking.
No, your life is over when you killed your husband, okay? I'm not
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
saying like after like I'm not saying you're going to jail. No. Realizing what you did is gonna
yeah.
kill you, okay?
Oh yeah. That's, I know, hard pill to swallow, as I said. Yeah, it's fucked.
Like you
But
can't just get over that. That's not
yeah,
something you just go over. It's like
but there's also just that was what I was trying to say. Like, if you hit like a certain point of like abstract thinking, but you're still like human, like as an animal, like you just like make things like kind of complicated for yourself, and then you just end up like doing like actually way worse shit, like without even realizing, like in the name of like abstract thinking, like being mad at someone for a social reason, and then by accident fucking that leads to their death. Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy, dude.
no, yeah. No, that's bad, man.
That is pretty bad.
I just can't imagine the circumstance of that happening.
Yeah, but shit like that happens a lot. Like,
I
dude,
know. It's
people
just
die by
from
accident every day.
yeah, but it's just like also like I don't know why, but I just look into that situation and think, are monkeys just better than us? Or like the random like if I see a deer, I don't see a deer doing that, you know? Like
That's, I mean,
I don't
that's
see
a
a
good point.
dog doing
True
that.
evil doesn't exist in animals; only exists in humans.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah, it's fucking stupid.
but like what does true evil even mean?
Yeah, the meaning of true evil is like only exists because of humanity, because the evil of humanity and like the evil that humanity like inflicts upon each other.
Yeah, but isn't that like oh, man, I just think
Like
like
a fucking
people that
rabbit hole.
just came out of like their nomadic experience, okay, and they just started to grow a village, and then a fucking whole bunch of people came in, raped their wives, raped their
Yep.
children, killed their men, and then like used them as like fucking I don't know cattle, and then fucking
My God.
killed them off. They used them as slaves shortly, or
Yeah.
like Commonwealth to sell to rich people or something that
Yep.
had never an idea of that even like being an option, you know? They didn't even understand what that meant, didn't speak the same language,
Because
whatever
there's a lot of
language was back
benefit.
then.
It's a lot of benefit, like for the individual, like committing those horrible things, and
Yeah,
that's just sad.
but
That's just how it goes.
I think I hate that
Yeah,
by a
of
lot.
course you should. You should.
Not
You fucking
only
should.
for the obvious reasons, but because it again falls back into like how easy isolated people just develop a conscious like develop a way to deal with a situation by
Highway.
just also going with the extreme benefits of it. You know, they convince themselves, I do this because this is what we need to survive.
Yeah.
It's not because they do it out of joy, it's because they do it to survive. And in the
Some
end,
people,
you will
some
have
people don't.
some people that
Some
do
people
the
are a mixed
hunt
bag.
for the fun, the game.
Yeah.
Like, those also exist, but those are the people willing to go to those hunts anyway.
Yeah, and something like a movie that really depicted this like really good was like American Sniper, and then this the guy, the protagonist itself, his rival was like another like masterful sniper, and it was like their country's like Olympic player, like in like fucking skiing and shooting, and yeah, that's pretty fucking like in itself pretty fucking insane, dude. That's exactly that. Like somebody's like who drive to just fucking perform and being the best at something, and then just being used as a weapon, which makes total sense. And that's also
That's
like a
the
part of
art of subjectivity, baby.
yeah.
The
And
yeah.
that makes everything so fucking hard, man. Like fuck. That's just a funny thing about it. Like you can like as a human, you like we live like within infinity, and we just make our own little fucking like fantasy
Yet it's
infinity like
finite.
everywhere. Yeah, like life is finite, but we fucking play with it like as if like it's fucking
But we
every.
play with it like it's infinity because we know
Yeah,
it's finite.
yeah. Also,
Like, why would we give a fuck if we knew we could live on for like eons?
because tyrannical people, oh, dude, just
I
because
don't
of that.
know. Like,
Uh,
if we were
uh,
eternal creatures,
oh yeah, damn, let's get spicy.
what
Okay,
what would
we're eternal
what
creatures.
like I think we are slowly turning into like above everything we already know with CRISPR and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the
That we
spice.
already know what the neocortex is in like comparison to our reptilian brain, and we know a lot about it.
Yeah.
Uh, we start to like actually like go beyond what we physically are. When you completely know what you are or what you're made of, like how can people just like sit in their chair and just live on?
Yeah, that's something I get surprised by that, like that idea by itself like every fucking day, dude.
We know
Like,
so much about our
yeah,
body. We know so much what we can do about it.
and people don't know how much people know.
And we don't know how much we don't know.
Yeah,
Like there is probably so much information out there that we never considered, and somebody is just gonna get in our podcast and just ram it down our throats, and we'll be like, "Oh shit!"
I also want to like fucking explore the universe of like fucking cybersecurity, man. Because like when you
I
become
want to
like a
do that too.
masterful hacker, like like a whole another like universe of information opens up to you, and like those people like they know shit.
Oh,
Those
I know.
true like
They
fucking
probably
like
know some stuff.
little vigilantes, like fucking internet vigilantes that do a lot, like behind the curtain, dude. Anonymous, like fucking as a group, fucking dude. That
Didn't they
must be a
like?
verse.
Oh man, that would be so
Yeah,
cool if you like could talk to anybody from like those
that would be
places.
fucking cool.
That would be so insane. I would
Yeah.
love that because I think there is so much going on in the net that we don't see that's so much darker than anybody can perceive.
Yeah, like those are the people that see like what like like fucking some societies are trying to do, because they fucking most countries have like shit cyber like security. So people who want to know like important like fucking, I don't know, like important little fucking details about like how like society behaves, they can probably just fucking find it.
Yeah, if you really look for something on the internet, you'll
You fucking
find
find.
it. Yeah.
And like the whole thing, like when you're a hacker, like the whole your whole skill is like being able to find something like and then you just fucking like there's like a securities, like just a wall like somebody like
Yeah.
creates like artificially, and like your whole the thing of being a hacker is like just being thinking, okay, like okay, how can we break this wall?
Oh, like the funny thing is it's like they are observers, right? Most
Yeah,
hackers are just observers.
they're
They
just
don't like
eyes.
they don't fiddle around in your settings or change your name or profile picture or subscribe to anything with your email address.
They're sneaky.
They look at your behavior pattern. They look
Yeah,
at what you like and what you don't like. They look at what you're subscribed to, what you're not subscribed. And then they look at how can they exploit that by
also why cookies are fucking scary, people, because like you're giving people permission to fucking track those little fucking information pieces, how you behave on the fucking internet. That's the way she goes, people.
yeah. It's
When you press I am not a robot, that's like those people are the ones who are looking, dude. That's the
I'm
fucking horrible thing about it, like the governments are like
yeah.
using this information now.
I'm gonna
That's how. Oh, that's like the fucking dark side of cookies, man.
yeah,
Fucking
I'm
hell.
gonna give you an Instagram bomb. a TikTok bomb, a Facebook bomb, any social media bomb, even WhatsApp bomb. This is a WhatsApp bomb. Anything you look up, anything you do, anything you buy, anything you purchased, and you accepted cookies from a website you purchased something, and you will find that probably appear in your friend's register and uh, like advertisement boards too. You know why?
Every step you
Because you
take,
will be friends with people
every
that are
move,
like you
babe,
because you like them. And
I'll
when
be
you
watching.
are around people that you like, you also like a certain aesthetic, a certain space of safety and fun.
Oh, you're going real deep now.
So
Okay, that's
so
funny.
that
Let's
safety
go.
and fun that you create with your friend makes you like a market target, you know? You'll be that marketing target that people know you, oh, you like this certain thing.
Mhm.
Your friends will probably also like it. So they'll
It's good,
probably
man.
also
You get
buy
'em.
it.
Bites deep.
So you buy something and then it also gets advertised to your friends. Because you liked it, there is a high probability of them liking it too, so they buy it as well.
Yep.
Because that's the aesthetic you provide. That's the target you are.
There's
Where
a
you
group of people you can't see, can't smell, can't sense, but they know you. They know what you like.
It's the cookies though. And
They're like
what I'm saying
fucking.
is
That's
that
like really predatory, actually. That's what I hate about it.
where
Like
I want to
predatory.
go back to like completely is when you mention something and you say, "Oh, we talked about that." Or like, "Oh, what? Like I got an advertisement of that thing we like talked about."
I know. That's why I keep saying it. There.
That is what
Yep.
just happened.
I know.
You talked about it.
Yep. And that's actually, that's actually why I keep talking about it, because I really like talking about this, because people don't know, and I want people to know, like, this is fucking freaky. This is not normal. This
Did
is
this
actually really
targeted
predatory. This is
you're the targeted advertisement.
exactly, and
That
it's
is
really
what
predatory, motherfucker.
targeted advertisement means. They
Mm-hmm.
pick you out. They know what you like. They know what your friends like because Facebook, come on, everybody can see who your friends are. Instagram, you know
Dude,
that
if you give
ignore filter you put on? No, they know who your friends are. It's fucking Facebook. They don't care about your privacy. WhatsApp, you think those numbers are no, they're literally just you
if you give
can't run
permission
away from
to your
WhatsApp.
like, if you give permission to your fucking like phone book, your contacts app on your phone, everyone, you just gave out all the information, like like email and like number associated, like phone number associated numbers, like associated with those accounts, like you're giving all that information away.
Even like
Everyone in your phone book.
every time you think like this is always funny, like every time you think like EU like held Facebook accountable or like US the attorney whatever like held them they didn't. No, they didn't. That's so cute.
Yeah,
They
what the fuck do you want?
don't, they
Yeah,
can't. It's
how do you?
already sold. Your information is already sold.
Yeah, it's
You
already
know,
totally.
it's already gone. It can't come back. They already know where you live. They already know what you do. They can already track it. They
Yeah, man.
can't they can't untrack cookies. It's already there. It's an IP, it's information. It's a little tad bit of data. It's ones and zeros. It's not who you are, it's not the government, it's not people. You can't govern ones and zeros, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Like everyone is just hooked up to a fucking like microcomputer nowadays.
Yeah, and
I I miss seeing people. Yeah, just, also
I
just
do
like,
too. I think
yeah.
that's why I like also often go to libraries. I really do that because not only to see people but also
You've
to
got a
like
good fucking library
interact with the world of
though. Yeah.
not only like also of with people that are interested in educating themselves.
Mhm.
Most of the time you'll find people in like libraries just trying to learn stuff. Even if it may be school or not, like They might be not passionate about school, but they're still trying because that's why they're in the
Yeah.
library.
There's a fucking energy going on there, like that people are just fucking grinding, like fucking you wouldn't know it, but they're fucking grinding.
Yeah, they're like learning so much shit like behind it. Like they're probably like learning
Everyone
some.
having their like fucking little like anime training montage
Yeah,
moment,
like
like
that's so
silently
funny.
in their head. Do
Yeah, that's
do
so funny.
do 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 da 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 da. From which movie was it? Was it a Karate Kid? I don't fucking even remember, man.
I feel like I what? Oh wait, oh fuck! I think I heard your rhythm. I just like, it sounds like Rocky. Isn't that Rocky? Am I doing something wrong?
I actually don't know the fucking the title of the song.
I'm
Yeah, that one.
so confused. I don't know. It's so tip of my. I think it's
We're
Rocky.
too young, man. We're too young
Yeah,
for
I don't
this
know. I
shit.
never watched Rocky, so it's really funny that I can say that.
But it's a meme. It's a cultural meme. People
It's
know.
pop culture.
Yeah, people just know.
Why is it
It's
called
fine.
pop culture? Because it's popular culture. Um, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know why
No, no,
I
no.
just say
It
that.
pops and fizzles in your mouth. That's why.
Oh, like a
Yeah,
popsicle
like a
culture.
popsicle, like a popsicle,
Like a
popsicle,
popsicle.
popsicle.
That's popsicle.
Trademark.
Sick.
Sick. Ends podcast here.
Yeah, I
Roll
feel like
credits.
I feel like we talked about some stuff. I think
I
this is
feel
a
like.
good spot to
Yeah,
end.
I feel that you like and subscribe to this. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Remember,
I
targeted
feel like
advertisement is not like
you're
a
being
bow and
targeted
arrow
right now.
shooting like at a target. Okay, targeted advertisement is that they know you, so they know what you are buying, and they know your friends, so they're probably your friends probably want to buy the same things. That's how that works, you know.
And
That's
it
what
does fucking work.
targeting is.
Yeah. So guys, code who asked and get your like fucking Shadow Raid Legend like pack now free
Yeah,
gems.
yeah. No, it's really funny. Like when you think, why are there ads and why are there ads on the sides of like
Shadow Raid Legend.
screens? I wanna drop another truth bomb. Why do you think those ads are there because they don't work? No, they're there because people click on them, okay? If it
Yeah.
didn't work, it wouldn't be there. Believe me, okay? There are a lot of things that don't work that are not here, okay? So
Yeah.
understand when there is an ad and when you're complaining about it, well, you're talking about it. You did it.
Yeah, and you can't like diss ads too much, man. Like it's literally like the lifeblood of your like favorite YouTuber or like
Oh
or
no,
any
I
like
can't.
creative
I
person.
can't. I can't this ADS.
Yeah. I mean like people that's so weird. Like yeah, you should maybe like fucking. Yeah, it's a weird question. Like fucking, that's how like fucking YouTube like fucking came to be. Like eventually, like people had to be PC because like YouTube like wants advertisements for the good of itself, but also like its creators, right? But now like fucking how strict people are fucking being. It's also like uh yeah, maybe like the private individual like can actually buy a subscription for like so that the creators can get paid more, but then there's also the question like should the private individual like be held accountable for like the salary of its favorite creator? It's such a fucking weird dynamic, man.
I mean, honestly, it's still entertainment. I mean, we
Yeah, right.
we
Like,
go to theater and we pay a certain fee. You
true.
can lock the cap of what you get paid, and you can like make subscriptions that exceed a lot of money. But you can also just go with like, I want to lock can how much people can pay me. Why?
Yeah, it's like Patreon, right? Like Patreon's like, yeah, you're an actual patron, like the meaning of being a patron, right?
Yeah, and I think I find it really interesting if people lock their subscription. I mean, I know they make their like income from that and they live on that and they have people and family like they have to sustain. But I think when you make something really cheap, like €3, or well, like €1.
Yeah, yeah, man. €3 is like one cup of coffee. Oh, that's inflation be hitting.
Really?
Inflation
Is
be
it now?
Yeah, dude, I mean, come on, like €3 for a coffee has actually like always been kind of like the standard. Like maybe like €2 50 for like a black completely
Yeah, I
coffee.
don't know, man. I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Oh,
I
I
really
love me
don't
some good
know.
coffee,
I
dude.
don't drink coffee.
I love it.
It's like one of
It's
those things I just
such a
know
good
I don't,
experience.
but it's not because I don't want to. It's just it doesn't do much for me.
I get it, but like,
I only
I'm,
drink it when I actually need it.
but I actually don't drink any sodas or anything. It's just like coffee or tea, and like how I like the bitterness. I
Yeah,
like the
that's
unique
cool.
flavors like between like the bitterness
Yeah, I like
and
tea.
like
I
the
love
different.
tea.
Yeah, tea is great, man.
I love tea.
Dude, I'm trying to get into matcha, like matcha tea, like the green shit.
Matcha is good.
Yeah, matcha. Dude.
Try
Have you seen the?
chai. Chai
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
also really
Chai.
good.
Yeah, chai matcha. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Try the antioxidant ones, the green ones.
Yeah, dude, have you seen those fucking numbers, man? Like, if you compare it to blueberries as well, it, like fucking smacks the shit out of
Oh
blueberries, and like,
yeah, I know, but
yeah, it's
I've always been in tea. Okay, I'm a
oh,
Turkish fella. You know,
I'm a tea man.
I love
Call me
tea.
Miss,
I brew
call
my
me Mr.
like
T.
I brew tea. Okay, I don't like when I'm with other people. I like get those little shitty sacks and like papers.
Did you just say sex? Oh my god, so we're totally screwed now, man.
Fuck. Off, 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 off,
Off,
off,
off,
off,
off,
off,
off,
off,
off,
off.
off. Yeah,
What a
exactly
cycle.
right. Yeah, spirellum, am I right? Remember,
I
kid?
can't swear, but I swear about swearing because that makes me swear more swear.
Dude, I swear to God, man. Stop it.
No, don't do that.
Stop swearing about the dude. I
Don't
swear to
swear to
fucking
God.
God, just swear about swearing. Like,
Why are you
please, can't
swearing to
have
the
it.
swear?
No, no, no. I swear to never do it again. Just swear to me, like you will like stop swearing about swearing.
You know, there was an era where damn was like off limits.
My
Okay.
favorite meme is where like grandma like was stuck in a time loop, and you just because she was like speaking at her phone, and it was like fucking writing down what she was saying, and but then she started reading what she was saying, and she kept saying the same stuff, and she was so confused.
This really happened.
Yeah, that's a fucking meme, man. It's a beautiful. I love it. It's the best, dude. That one time my grandma fucking got frozen in time, got frozen in time space.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude.
Uh,
Technology is confusing for some old people, and it makes total sense, man. But
no
holy shit,
shit, dude. If
yeah,
you don't grow up with technology, it's just
it's such an abstract concept. Like, what the fuck
yeah.
is this? Why are you listening? Who are you?
Why are you listening to
Who
me?
are you?
These are my
You're being
thoughts.
targeted for our advertisements, but actually, who are you?
You know what would be funny? Like if like a podcast is created, but like it's like one person just talking to himself, but like he uses voice changers to like talk to the other voices.
Dude, that's literally what we are. Dude, we're one person. There's
Yeah,
like
I
different
forgot. Yeah,
filters.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
man. Like, people don't know yet.
Well, how many like
You're just
how
listening.
many
Like, how would you know?
dimensions did we cross like throughout our podcasts?
More
Like
than
five
one.
of them.
More
How
than
many
one.
dimensions did we cross?
Like more than yesterday. Like
I think
much
more
as
than
that.
zero. That I know.
That's
But that
probable.
might be infinite, honestly.
That's also probable.
Yeah, zero
Do
doesn't
we live in a
exist.
simulation? That's mostly probable. Dude, how the fuck did like realizing that we like might live in a simulation become a political thing? Like, why did it ever become a political thing? Like,
Is
why
it a
is it such a big?
political thing?
Some people make it a political thing. I don't get it. Also, like how people like talk about the Matrix. Like, fucking chill,
It
man.
was just a
Why? Why
movie,
is like
dude.
what? Yeah, it's exactly was fucking chill, you fucking tits
But
down, man.
I mean,
Red pill political
wait.
content.
Okay,
What?
here.
What
Okay,
is
here.
this?
The Matrix was really good.
It wasn't
However, comma, okay,
Yeah, coma, exactly.
Animatrix was better.
Ooh, you just fucked around with a whole lot of people right now, man. Ooh, damn, you just said the fuck. Like,
I
oh.
think like I know people watch The
You'll get
Matrix.
canceled for
No,
this.
no, no.
In the
I
future,
know I
in
know people
5
watch
years,
the
you'll be cancelled me for saying exactly this.
I know
Oh.
people watch The Matrix, but they should also watch the Animatrix. That is an actual show. I'm not kidding. It's called Animatrix, and it's
And
really
it's like when
fucking
you're
good.
like seen Breaking Bad and
No,
everybody
it's like
keeps telling you
short
you should probably
movies.
watch The Wire.
It's
Like,
like
watch The
short
Wire.
stories. It's like short stories about the Matrix and like what happened and how it happened and like how it all like
Dude,
became what it is now.
I'm gonna like make my own like controversial point right now.
Okay.
I haven't seen Matrix. I have never seen Matrix. I
I
just know
know.
about Matrix. Now I know like every meme of like Matrix without having seen the Matrix. Like, what does that make me? What does this
Uh
mean?
that means pop culture got into you
Yeah,
instead of
yeah. Have
you
I been
getting
like
into pop
indoctrinated?
culture. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've been fucking indoctrinated by all the shit. That's what I mean. Like, that's such a like fucking. It has gotten like such a charge, man. It's not just the fucking Matrix anymore, but fuck, people like make like
I'm just
such like fucking strong emotional points from yeah we live in the Matrix and you're all just like blue pilled and
I'm just
all people
thinking
like
did
being
it
red
also
pilled
happen
and like oh my fucking
I'm just
god.
thinking did this
But
also happen
wait
when
a second. Hey, listen,
1984 came out?
if you're actually indoctrinated in this, like these things we're talking about, we still love you, man. We just don't go anywhere. Just stay here and listen. Like, come on, man. It's just like it's campfire talk, man. Chill. Yeah, red pill, blue pill. Who cares? Sit down. Okay, continue.
I said like when 1984 came out from George Orwell or yeah, George Orwell.
Yes, let's talk about like based shit. Let's go.
Did this also happen? Like 10 years out of after like George Orwell wrote that book was also like we're all caged in our societies and the world
Dude, it
is
was
like
talking about communism.
manipulating
Let's be
or
honest.
but like I mean yes
Yeah, it was.
but it also was like there were still a lot of Marxists and
Yeah,
a lot of fascists
yeah.
and the funny thing was Marxists were the opposing views to fascists. And people don't
Which makes sense.
understand, okay, people don't understand this, but any capitalistic view is fascist.
Yeah. Yeah. How more like the more strongly you hold on to it, like how more it becomes fascist, like it becomes like a
Yeah,
like fascist ideology.
yeah. Like but the fascist is like the idea of like having a dictator uh
Yeah, but yeah,
who rules
economically
forcefully
tyranny, right?
and violently suppressing opposing and criticism, controlling all industry, whatever.
Hey, haha.
Yeah, and then that's like fascism. But then when you look into whatever Marxism was, it was like, okay, we want to make like everybody's experience as even. And it was like that makes oh wait, that's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels more like just in like a fat and like a nice little fantasy. Like
Yeah,
everyone just
people
fucking
really think
holds.
true equality exists.
Yeah,
While nobody is equal.
yeah. Like nature isn't equal, man. Just that doesn't work. And also like um everything that holds any like form of like energetic charge, like listen, like
Yeah, I'm
that
just
for
thinking
just
like
being alive, like
yeah,
that means that it should be protected by yourself, and people will always always prefer like doing shit for himself than for someone else, and
yeah.
like our most basic like fucking survival like
Okay.
core of our being.
Let's look at this, okay? You have a like you have a let's say there is a disabled person,
Oh god, that's
and
good.
there are resources needed to get that disabled person like functioning in our society, and that might be a lot. But do you think you deserve the same amount of resources than a disabled person does?
No,
No, right?
no.
But then you don't have equality.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are we screaming about when we say equality?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I meant. Like fucking just being alive is like
are we
heavy
are we
price to pay.
well, are we looking for equality, or are we looking for equality of outcome?
Yeah. And then also a problem is like fucking how we like talk about like equity, like the weaker need more, and then the people who are
I
like
hate
strong.
equity.
Equity just doesn't work on large scales as well. That's just sad. That's just the whole thing, like with big things, like the
Mm,
amount of like true energy like you need to make it stable and work. Is just fuck paramount, man. Just
mm.
insanely high, and that's why like fucking like just if we just fucking improve our true teamwork, like fucking true like human spiritus, come on,
You'd like be
we
like
can conquer anything.
dwarves. You'd like be like
Yeah, we
dwarves,
should be like
from
fucking
like
like
fantasies.
dwarves.
Like
Yeah,
they might be a little bit greedy, but they have a true
but
sense
they
of
worked
community.
together.
Yeah,
They
but
were greedy together to
yeah,
to get the most out of everything. Yeah, they were like maybe like inherently like racist, like in like other like fantasies, but everyone was dwarves. Just imagine everyone's like a fucking dwarf who just fucking should
yeah.
like
Everybody
create have
shares.
one
Everybody
gigantic
cares.
like
Everybody's
yeah.
jolly. Like singing songs, making fun of things.
Yeah, okay, that's a bit like that's like too okay. That's like actually fucking like impossible. Everyone just fucking be jolly and happy 24/7. But
Twenty four
because
seven is impossible, but we can
yeah,
strive for something. Why not have a
yeah, we should
target?
try for the best. We should strive for the best, indeed. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we should get our energy from. Like, it should be that's our should be our number one goal. Just try our fucking best. And
Yeah.
then if everyone does should be if everyone would try their best, like dude, would be fucking far, man. Would be fucking whole.
What a mental journey we went through
Oh,
this podcast.
yeah, man.
Me likey. I think uh,
Yeah.
I think this is a good point to stop. I love
Episode
this.
5.
I went on some
Trademark.
rants. We went on some good rants. You told me some
Yeah.
stuff. We talked about some stuff. We shared some love. And that's what's going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
We should biologically evolve a new organ.
Yes.
Conclusion. Stamp.
But what if you can't biologically regrow it? Then
Well,
die.
listen. Yeah. Grow or don't and suffer. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just
Yeah.
actually. That's the whole problem we were talking about.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey.
love you people.
Hey.
This
Hey.
is have a
Goodbye.
good day,
Goodbye.
have a good night, have a good work. I don't know what you're doing
Love
right
that.
now.
Grow that love organ.
Yeah. Could
Not that one.
be
The new
yes.
one. Yeah, bye.
Spiralum and sauce.